Hamptons International offers so much more than what a regular agency does. One of the things that distinguishes us from the competition is right in our name, our global network. Today, in our Dubai office, we have a special guest, the head of the international office of Hamptons International. Thank you so much for coming to Dubai and to Hamptons International.
You're welcome, Silvio. Yeah, it's nice. I've been super busy, but it's nice to have 5 minutes of peace, sit with you. I've got no phone, no laptop.
You are the international in Hamptons International, all right? Tell us a little bit about, who you are, your role, and this department.
We are a truly global company, and we cover 40 destinations around the world. We have different offices, different partners, affiliates. I think all of them added together, it's about 1,200 partner offices, so truly, truly global. And my role in our department, myself and Samantha, I should mention Samantha, we travel around the world, and we are kind of the glue between all those different offices, encouraging the cross-pollination of that truly global network. And we're charged with increasing, expanding that network. So it's exciting, lots of travel, a little bit exhausting, but I love it. I love it. I wouldn't change anything.
And talk about buyers. What are the hottest market right now around the world?
Yeah, okay. I feel you're leading me with this question because you know very confidently you are sitting.
Well, I want to hear from you.
Okay, I can tell you definitively, having been around most of the world, there is nothing hotter than Dubai right now, and hasn't been probably in the last couple of years. Dubai is incredible. You know that. So let's ring fence Dubai because it's its own little amazing thing. It's breaking its own rules. Nothing else will probably get returns like Dubai. Dubai has had some incredible booms, but it is still almost an infant in terms of property. We talk about the property booms that London has had, and it's thousands of years old. We had the Victorian property boom, which was massive. That's over 150 years ago. Dubai is almost like 20, 30 years old, really. Yeah. And it doesn't have a space issue, so it can carry on going. Yeah. And I think there's lots of headroom, so I would be fascinated, to see when we'll do this in 5 years' time, Silvio, and see what it looks like. It'll probably be twice the size. It's incredible. The clients that are here are usually doing something in other parts of the world. They're from other parts of the world. They're investing in other parts of the world. And it's a truly transient and globally connected city, and it makes sense to be here. So I will be coming more often. Another little tip is definitely Oman, because Oman has been preserved, kept quite conservative, so it's kept it immaculate. But there's a new sultan who's bedded in for the last 3 years. They are incredibly well located. When you think of the investment that's going into Dubai, that's going into Saudi Arabia, the new port that they're building in Oman, and how that new sultan is opening up Oman to the rest of the world, and with the new railway line and the trade links that are going, really the gateway to Saudi Arabia, I think Oman could be a really exciting place to invest in.
And the nature in Oman is spectacular.
And then there are other parts of the world. Miami is very hot for different reasons. Cyprus, lots of money is pouring into. There are other little places like Lisbon. Lisbon has gone pretty crazy, even though they've ended a lot of the golden visa schemes. So places like that, really, all over the world. But you can't beat Dubai. You can't beat Dubai at the moment.
And what's the next, according to you, up-and-coming market?
Up and coming. That's valuable golden nugget information, because everyone wants to know that. Let's say Dubai still has a lot of headroom. Dubai, for various different reasons, there's lots of money pouring into Dubai from various different places, and people physically coming here to relocate, which is great. There are some red herrings in other parts of the world. So Saudi Arabia is going to do very, very well. Lots of money pouring into that, but you can't actually buy in there in Saudi Arabia without a permit. So similar to somewhere like Auckland in New Zealand, which looks very cheap. It's had a few bad years. It looks like a great place to be, but you need a Kiwi passport. You need to be a Kiwi. So if you're a Kiwi expat living somewhere, probably go and buy another property there. But at the moment, those are two red herrings. And then there are other little pockets of the world. I think if you go to the Côte d'Azur and look how beautiful those properties are, you can buy a one-bedroom apartment for 7 million euros in Monaco, but then you can go minutes round the corner into your part of the world, actually, into Italy, Liguria. You're only minutes around the corner in the car. Beautiful places like that. You've got Monegasque money coming in from Monaco, building overflow ports, essentially, overflow marina space, because they're running out in the Côte d'Azur, and investment going in there, But that coast of northwestern Italy still looks really, really affordable, really cheap compared to, well, 30 minutes round the corner. So I think that's a little bet. And then it's other little pockets of the world. And I would say get in touch with us, get in touch with the Hamptons agent, and we will know where those little pockets are, whether it's something in Barbados that's a little plot of land that's been within a portfolio for a couple of decades, but is in a great location, and we know that that's going to be opened up and there's going to be a great new resort there, no one else will know. It's little pockets like that, places in parts of Spain, little bit parts of Portugal and so on, that we will know about as a Hamptons agent with some local experts on the ground, and we can guide investors into those places. So yeah, get in touch.
Are you seeing specific nationalities that are looking at specific areas of the world where to invest?
Aside from the money that's moving really out of political instability, there's lots of elections, lots of wars going on in the world, sadly, and there's money moving around for various reasons, whether it's out of South America or South Africa or Ukraine, places like that. Those aside, then you've got a trend of nationalities. Wherever I go in Europe, there seems to be your usual suspects, Germans, Brits, Scandinavians, buying in all the warm, sunny destinations to get out of their places. But the biggest buyer that I'm encountering, or the fastest moving, growing buyers, really are the Dutch and the Belgians. The Dutch and the Belgians, wherever I've turned up, especially in Europe, so in Spain, in Mallorca, in the Canary Islands, in the south of France, Portugal, they are, I would say, are the fastest growing buyer demographic.
What are the fees involved in investing in properties internationally?
It's very different everywhere. As a seller, there are different options. So, roughly across the world, your average selling fee is going to be about 5 or 6%. And then if you jump into different specific markets, your costs of selling are going to be lower in, say, the UK and various other places. But it is so different as a buyer all over the world. Different taxes, different stamp duties, transfer taxes, solicitors' fees can vary or be non-existent in some territories. I would say places in the Western world, places in Europe, the UK, have some of the highest buying costs, some of the highest taxes. And then there are places like the Middle East, which are made even more attractive because your buying costs are very low. That's probably added to some of the incredible prices that you're seeing in Dubai.
And of course, every Hamptons agent that you're going to deal with, they're going to guide you through the whole process, office from office, country to
office from office, country to country. And but I think the key is that we have this global network, but if you are a seller and you're looking to list something, let's say in Dubai, you're going to get that global exposure for free. There is no extra fee involved for a seller. You're paying the same fee as you would to any local agent, but you're suddenly getting that whole global exposure.
Let's talk about sellers. What if one of my clients, for example, wants to list their property internationally?
Essentially, it makes no difference for them. Hopefully that's really good news, because they could use a local agent here, or they could use Hamptons and be charged exactly the same fee, essentially. But we will give you global exposure. So that global exposure that you're after is completely free. Wow. It doesn't cost anything extra, and that will mean you go on our global website and to all of our different partner offices, and really tapping into all of their black books, their little contacts that they have all over the world. So,
tell me about this database.
Yeah, so we have a great database, not just in the UK, but all of our partner offices in different corners of the world, whether it be in Jersey, Marbella, or Miami, or Barbados, wherever. And there are people that like to keep their properties off the market, and there are people that like to search off the market through a buying agent or quite discreetly. And those people can register their search, but they might take 2 months, they might take 2 years in order to find a property. So they will be sitting there waiting for an investment or an emotional purchase, and if the right thing comes up, then their trusted Hamptons agent can let them know about that property. And that's how a lot of the highest properties, the highest value properties are sold around the world, really without maybe being marketed. But a contact in Switzerland lets a contact in Jersey know, or a contact in Dubai, let a contact in South Africa know, and suddenly that transaction can take place.
That's really amazing to know for our clients that they can list with us, and these properties listings, they're not just going to go on some website online, but also they're going to be presented to this database of investors globally.
Absolutely.
As we know, in the UK market, Hamptons rents location to movie sets. Can you give us some gossip, some insight? What's been shot there?
Well, no, pretty much. I mean, loads of things.
Yeah.
Everything from movies to kind of Netflix or Apple TV type properties. If you are a location manager looking for a film set or a very British property to use in a TV drama, then we can source something for you. It's not just those big things, but it's also the little stuff. So if one of our clients, a vendor, a seller, has put in a $200,000 kitchen and they're away for the week and they're happy for a TV, a company to shoot a breakfast cereal commercial in their kitchen for half a day, then they can earn a massive fee out of that, and we can source and help that take place. So we can do all of that. But in terms of, I know what you're after, Silvia. You're after A-listers.
I'm kidding.
No, you're after A-listers. So I will get in a lot of trouble if I mention. We have absolutely with our shortlist team, and Shanann will kill me if I mention names. So there are some high-end A-listers that we have put into beautiful short-let properties, usually because they're filming, or they may have come to watch a sporting event like Wimbledon or something like that. And we sign the strictest NDAs, and so I'm not going to let you know. But if you're an A-lister, that's proof that we stick to our NDAs. I'm not going to divulge any of your names.
What if we want to do this kind of like renting properties for movie sets internationally?
Well, then that's something we really want to look at. We want to look at doing it globally.
Here
you have
Dubai,
some incredible properties here in Dubai, and it makes sense to do that, even if it's for, as sets, as backdrops for TV commercials, things like that. Some of your kitchens, your bathrooms, your swimming pools are world class, so it makes sense.
What's the most exciting, more particular property you have on the market right now?
We have over 90,000, I think at the moment over 95,000 listings worldwide. So it's a lot of properties. There are some very, very beautiful properties within that. If you ask me that question, I tend to go for something that I personally like. So I mean, and something I've seen recently, I really liked Casa Lavanda that Mary in our office in Marbella showed me only about 3 weeks ago. I would say that, but she's just got it under offer actually, so that doesn't help any buyer out there. I'm gonna go Barbados. I saw a beautiful property with our fabulous team in Barbados, Island Villas in association with Hamptons International, and I saw Four Winds, which is a beautiful property, private gate straight onto the beach, absolutely beautiful.
White sand.
Yeah, beautiful white sand, clear blue waters, palm trees, and I would say, I think it was physically 4 steps from your garden down onto the beach. So, Silvia, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It was a
lovely
pleasure.
to meet you. Yeah.